Sarah was an ordinary woman with extraordinary dreams. She lived in a small house with her family and spent most of her days taking care of household responsibilities. From the outside, her life looked normal, but deep inside her heart, she carried a dream that refused to disappear. She wanted to achieve something meaningful. She wanted to prove to herself that she was capable of more than people expected. The problem was that Sarah had very little confidence. Every time she thought about pursuing her goals, a voice inside her mind whispered, "What if you fail?" That question followed her everywhere. It followed her when she woke up in the morning. It followed her when she went to sleep at night. Eventually, fear became stronger than her dreams. Years passed. Sarah watched other people achieve success. She saw women starting businesses, learning new skills, and building better lives. She felt happy for them, but she also felt disappointed in herself. She wondered why she never had the courage to take the first step. One rainy afternoon, Sarah was cleaning an old cupboard when she found a notebook she had written years earlier. Inside were pages filled with goals and dreams she once wanted to achieve. As she turned the pages, she realized something painful. Most of those dreams were still unfinished. Not because they were impossible. Not because she lacked talent. Not because she lacked opportunity. They remained unfinished because she never truly started. That realization hit her harder than anything else. For the first time, she understood that fear had stolen years from her life. That evening she made a promise to herself. She would stop waiting for the perfect moment. She would stop waiting until she felt completely confident. She would stop waiting for life to become easier. Instead, she would begin immediately. The next morning, Sarah took a small step toward her goal. It was not a huge step. It was not life to strength. Sarah was only 19 years old when her life changed forever. Her father, who had always been the strongest person in her life, suddenly passed away after a short illness. One day he was smiling with the family, and a few days later he was gone. The house that once felt full of warmth became silent. Sarah's mother cried every night. Her younger siblings were too young to understand what had happened. Bills started piling up, and financial problems appeared from every direction. Sarah felt as if the world had collapsed around her. Many nights she sat alone in her room, holding her father's photograph and crying until sunrise. She missed his advice, his laughter, and the way he always encouraged her to believe in herself. Before his death, Sarah had dreams of continuing her education and building a successful future. But after losing her father, those dreams seemed impossible. She thought life had ended for her. One evening, while cleaning her father's belongings, she found an old notebook. Inside, there was a letter her father had written years earlier. Part of it said, "My dear Sarah, if life ever becomes difficult, don't stop moving forward. Problems are temporary, but strength stays with you forever. Promise me that no matter what happens, you will never give up on your dreams." The moment she read those words, tears rolled down her face. It felt as if her father was speaking directly to her. That night she cried harder than ever before. But for the first time in months, those tears carried a different feeling. They carried determination. The next morning, Sarah looked at herself in the mirror. Her eyes were tired. Her heart was broken. Her future was uncertain. Yet she made a promise. She would not allow pain to destroy her. She would use it to make herself stronger. Life remained difficult. There were days when she barely had enough money for basic necessities. There were days when she felt